When one looks at this year's Road to the Kentucky Derby standings, you're going to see a few new names in there in terms of owners, trainers that have horses involved here, but a lot of familiar names at the top of that group, and people who have been stalwarts here in the Derby for the past few years. And let's have some thoughts on this year's. Let's look at the trainers first. Which trainers have the strongest hand heading into the championship season?
Well, I'll start with Bob Baffert out west. I mean, he's got Solomini, who's a top contender from last year, and McKenzie. On the East Coast, Todd Pletcher obviously has Audible, and he has a bunch of runners getting ready to run in preps. So you can always start with those two. They got 6 Kentucky Derbies between them, and they both have strong hands at this point in time.
If there were a trainer future wager back in November, I would have strongly considered Steve Asmussen as a likely value play, because Baffert and Pletcher are always going to take money, Chad Brown, etc. He's had a few drop off. There's still a couple, though. New York Central came back and won an allowance. I think he can move forward off that. He's a name that has a lot of number power, maybe not the points power just yet, but I wouldn't give up on him. But certainly James touched on the names we're going to hear most.
Yeah, I trust in Bob, and I trust in Todd. Bob Baffert, of course, won the Derby 4 times with 27 starters. Todd Pletcher, he and Wayne Lucas are tied with 48 Kentucky Derby starters, and of course Todd won it last year for the 2nd time with Always Dreaming. Another name to look forward to, I would say, is Dale Romans, the Churchill Downs all-time winningest trainer, and he's got some sneaky horses. Free Drop Billy, I think, is the best of his lot, but I don't rule out maybe some late runs by a colt like Tis Mischief, who I think has the ability to continue to improve.
On the owner side, Godolphin has, I think, 2 in the top 15 plus UAE 2000 Guineas winner. So on the owner side, that seems to be a name that maybe, they're definitely prevalent here, but usually not that kind of number power.